Welcome to Cooking with Amanda Jones. Today I'm going to show you how to make this amazing beef stew. It should come out nice and tender, looks like this in the gravy. So let's get started. We want to start with our mirepoix. I used red onion, celery, and carrots. Then we take our cubed beef, coat it with flour, salt and pepper, and garlic. Once you get all those seasonings in there, we want to make sure all sides are coated. Once everything's coated, we're going to oil our pan and we're going to sear all sides of the beef. Now, what I did, I accidentally dumped them all in there. I thought they'd fit. But if you realize you put a little too many in there, take some out. We don't want to overcrowd the pan. So that's what I did. I took some out and I did one batch at a time. Sometimes that's just what needs to be done. It's all about learning. We all make mistakes as we go. But the more you cook, the better you get at it, and the more tricks you'll start to, have in your repertoire. So here we go. I'm gonna sear all sides of the rest of the meat. Once you sear it all, go ahead and remove it, put it in a bowl to the side, and once all that meat's done, we're going to use the same pan, put some more oil in there, and saute our mirepoix. This should only take about 5 minutes. We're not trying to cook it all away. We just want to get the process going. And to help deglaze the bottom of the pan and get all those yummy beefy bits off, we're going to add some wine. I like this Carnivore brand. It's a pretty tasty red wine when it comes to cooking with beef. I feel like it adds a nice body to it. So from here, we're going to mix it in, add some garlic. I diced up some fresh garlic cloves. Then I also add some garlic paste, fresh thyme, some dried sage because I don't have any fresh, and some fresh rosemary. Once we get those in there, we're going to add our beef back in, as well as all the juices that have seeped out into that bowl. Mix it all together, and we're going to add some potatoes. I know it's early, but those potatoes are going to make it nice and creamy. They're going to break down and help contribute to that gravy. We want to mix this together with about 4 cups of beef broth. I did add another cup of water. We want to cover that, simmer on. I'd say this is a low medium. Do that for about an hour, stirring here and there. About after an hour passes or so, we're going to add in some mushrooms, cover again, and cook for about 30 minutes. Stir, as always. We want to stir here and there. Don't just let it cook. And from here, we're going to add some tomato paste and more potatoes. These are our final potatoes. So that tomato paste, I do want to point out, I oftentimes cook the tomato paste with our mirepoix and wine, but this time I added it in a little bit later, and I think that's what I'm going to do from here on out because it made it amazing. So this is starting to come together. As you can see, at this point, we've been cooking for about 2 hours, and we're starting to look like this. So these potatoes, they're not going to break down. We want to keep them whole, and at this point, we're going to throw in a whole bag of peas. Because if it's not beef stew without the peas. You got your carrots, your potatoes, your peas, but also can't forget to take those out. Cook for about 10 more minutes and you're ready to go. It should look like this. I served it with some fresh French bread I made and it was amazing. Enjoy.